Well, first I learned that a fruitarian diet is can lead to like some severe issues. I ended up in the hospital like 2 days before we started shooting the movie with like I was like doubled over in pain, and my pancreas levels were completely out of whack, which was really terrifying, considering everything. So that's the first thing I learned. But I think the biggest, I would say there are like three things about Steve that really fully got it for me. A friend of mine, Dave Moore, has a company called Path, and he used to work at Apple. And I was talking to him about Steve when he was working with him, and he said, and I said, what's the most powerful thing Steve ever said to you? And he said, you know, one day we were working on a product, and he looked at me and he said, there's no virtue in saying no to the things that are easy to say no to. And I kind of sat on that for a second and thought about all the things I was trying to accomplish in my life, and how many times I have that thing that I want to accomplish. And yeah, you know, things come along and it's like, yeah, that's easy to say no to, that's easy to say no to. But it's that other thing that looks really great as well. It's that other, you know, job or that other, you know, opportunity that looks really good, and it's really hard to say no to that. And Steve's ability to focus on a goal and drive that goal and drive that vision made me think about my life in a different way, as when I want something. And you know, so you know, people ask, somebody may ask you to go to this event or ask you to do this thing or ask you to do that thing, and you know, you feel bad saying no. But if it's in service of the greater purpose that you're trying to accomplish, sometimes saying no to something else that would be really nice to do or really great to do is a great thing. So that level of focus, I think, was one. And then there's there's this speech in the film at the end when Mike Markle is walking down the hallway, where he says, when you grow up, you tend to think that, you know, the world's there and you're just going to live in it. And once you drop that erroneous notion that the world's just there and you're just going to live it, and realize that everything around you is made up by people that are no smarter than you. And you can change it, and you can influence it. Like, when I heard that, I just, you know, it really levels the playing field. That being said, Steve Jobs could probably say everything around was made up by people that are no smarter than him, because he was a really smart guy. I don't know if I could say that. But in its spirit, it sort of takes you in a place that says, I can do this, and I can accomplish this, even if it's the role that you're most terrified of doing. And then I think the third thing was his compassion for the people he was building something for, and how much he just really cared about that. And it wasn't about, at times it was about him, but ultimately I think it was about his desire to create something for other people that they can appreciate, so that ultimately he could feel that he had done that, and that he is validated as a person to whomever he may have needed to be validated to. And I think when we make movies and we make projects and we do things like this, a lot of times, you know, it's really easy to go, oh God, how was I? I hope I was okay. But that's not the end goal. The end goal is to create something that you can share with people, that move people, that change them, that create a better life for them. And to me, those three things are powerful values of Steve Jobs that I got from working on this.
No comment. To wrap this up, I just want to say that full circle, that as an audience seeing this film for the first time, these films have a struggle out in the marketplace, and it's your job, seeing it here, is when they come out, you have to tweet this, you have to tell people about this film, because that's what's going to keep it in the theaters for other people to see it. So that's your responsibility as an audience. I'm going to just end with that, and thank you guys very much.